everybody. Sorry I'm not in today. My kids' daycare is closed and I had no one to watch them, so I had to stay home. So instead of kind of just leaving you with worksheets, I figured let's talk through the work together and hopefully we can make some sense of this and be okay. All right, so just a heads up. Next time I see you, we will be having that mini quiz on a function problem. All right, so hopefully you looked at the homework. All right, you checked over the homework. The back page where it talks about the cop and the robber, that's along the lines of what you would see. One problem on Wednesday like that idea. And you'll have to make the equation also. All right, so this, which will not be on Wednesday's mini quiz, which will be on the unit test towards the end of next week, let's talk about this now. All right, system of inequalities. Unlike a system of equations where you get an actual answer, a system of inequalities, you get a large amount of answers, I guess, an infinite amount. All right, so we want to do first off is we want to understand the types of lines we have in this situation. So if we have a greater than or equal to or a less than or equal to, we will have a solid line. If we have a less than or a greater than, we will have a dotted line. Now with these lines, we have to shade above and below. If we have a greater than or equal to, we will shade above. If we have a less than or equal to, we will shade below. All right, so if I look at my first inequality in this situation, I got my y-intercept at 4, going down 5 over 1, down 5 over 1, down 5 over 1, and then reverse way of 5 over 1. All right, this is a dotted line. And we'll talk about the shading in a moment. All right, y equals 2. Y is less than 2. I have a horizontal dotted line. I drew it to the negative. I have a horizontal dotted line that's going through y equals 2. So we're looking at there. Dotted, dashed, whatever works for you. All right, x is greater than negative 4. I have a solid line passing through x equals negative 4. All right, now, a lot of us feel like we have to have everything in y equals form to be able to work with this. You know, y equals form is great, but understand, this right here is telling me that I have a point at 2, negative 3. I have a slope of a half. So I'm okay to graph. I don't need to have it in y equals form. At 2, negative 3, I have a slope of up 1 over 2. And the back way down 1 over 2. And this is a solid line. All right. There are my inequalities. I got solid lines, I got dotted lines. Now I got to focus on the shading. So with the shading, I think about arrows. For line 1, right? For line 1, I'm going below. So I don't go crazy and start shading things like a maniac. I draw arrows to kind of help myself out. For line 2, I'm going below also. For line 3. Now, if it's a vertical line, you can't really go above or below. Think realistically. What numbers are greater than negative 4? Numbers to the right. And for the last one, if I got this into y equals form, that's the key thing. Y plus 3 is greater than or equal to 1 half x minus 1. Y is greater than or equal to 1 half x minus 4. All right, so once it's in that y equals form, this is telling me shade above. All right, so now I got my lines. I got my shades. Where is my answer? My answer is here. In there, that is my answer. Is that an actual 1-point answer? No, there are an infinite amount of points in there. Right? There's an infinite amount of points. That is my answer. My answer is a shaded area. Now, if this was just telling you to solve the system of inequalities, you'd be done. Now, getting us ready for what's coming in the next few days, I want to talk about corner points. So there's 2 types of corner points you can have, a solid or an open. To have a solid point, you must have 2 solid lines. So if we look, here's an open corner, here's an open corner, here's an open corner, and there's my solid corner. All right, so at the moment, corner points really don't have much of a meaning for us. I'm going to label them to help myself out, A, B, C, D. They don't have much of a meaning, but when we get going on word problems next week or later in this week, they'll actually have a purpose. So to better understand them, we have to find the actual coordinates. So we're just solving the system. So if we look at corner A, at corner A we have line 2 and 3. At corner A it's an open. Right, so line 2 is y equals 2. Line 3 is x equals negative 4. Not much work to do there. We got negative 4, 2. Right, where we're looking at these spots where they equal each other, right? That's just solving a regular system with linear equations. We don't focus on the inequalities. We treat them as lines and just see where they cross. Spot B. I got line 1 and 2. I got an open circle. Line 1, negative 5x plus 4. Line 2, y equals 2. 2 equals negative 5x plus 4. Negative 2 equals negative 5x. 2/5. So my point is 2/5, comma 2. There's my corner point there. Going to corner C. Corner C. I have line 1 and 4. It is an open corner. I got y equals negative 5x plus 4. Y equals 1/2 x minus 4. So you got your options here. You could do elimination, substitution. Me, they're both equal, so I'm just going to set them equal to each other. Negative 5x plus 4 equals 1/2 x minus 4. Negative 5.5x equals negative 8. X equals 8 over 5.5. Now, I left this like this for a moment just because I want to talk about this. People get hung up on things with decimals in a fraction. You don't want decimals in a fraction. How can we clear this out? Well, if you have 0.5, if we multiply the bottom and the top by 2, it gives us an equivalent fraction that has no decimals. All right, so 16 over 11, that's our x value in this problem. So I got to find my y value. Y equals 1/2. 16 over 11 minus 4. Y equals, cancel, 8 over 11 minus 44 over 11 equals negative 36 over 11. So my coordinate is 16 over 11, comma, negative 36 over 11. So that's our hardest corner there. For the last one, for D, we have line 4 and 3. And this is a closed corner. Right, line 4, y equals 1/2 x minus 4. Line 3, x equals negative 4. Y equals 1/2, negative 4 minus 4. Negative 2 minus 4 equals negative 6. My corner is negative 4, negative 6. Alright, so again, understand at this moment, these corner points have no meaning. Right? They're just where these lines cross. As we work towards the end of the unit, we'll make more sense of it. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
You woke up from your nap?
Yeah.
I'm talking to my students. Can I come play with you later?
Where's Mama?
Go find Mama. Go yell, Mama.
Mama!
The perks of working from home here, people. All right. Next problem. Again, so similar idea. The graph, the shade, that's the answer to the system of inequalities. The corner points doesn't really have much meaning right now, but later on it's going to have some more meaning. All right, so equation 1, 2y is less than negative 3x plus 6. Y is less than negative 3 over 2x plus 3. Equation 2. I got negative 2y is less than or equal to negative x minus 4. Divide by negative 2. Sign flip. 1/2 x plus 2. Equation 3. Equation 3, I like to think about it, I call it train tracks. So here, they can actually be separated into x is less than -2 and x is greater than or equal to -4. So really, in this situation, we end up having 1, 2, 3, 4 inequalities. All right, time to graph. All right, so I got my train tracks. I got a line at -2, which is dotted. I got a line at 4, which is solid. -4, which is solid. I can graph equation 1. I got my y-intercept at 3. And then I'm going up 3 over 2, up 3 over 2, down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2, down 3 over 2. What do I got for that one? I have a dotted line. All right. I got my last equation, my y-intercept at +2, and I got a slope of down 1 over 2. And the reverse. And here I got my solid line. Alright, time to figure out the shape. I'm going in between the train tracks, below here, above here. That is my answer. Alright, so my answer is that yellow shaded area. It works for all 4 inequalities, and that is my, my answer to my system of inequalities. Alright, corner points. How many do I have? I got 4. What types do we have? Let's see. Here we have open, 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 solid. A, B, C, D. All right, let's do this. All right, which is nice about this now is that you're always going to have an x value, so these are a little bit easier to solve. So for corner A, we have line 1 and 4. It is open. So I have x equals -4, and I got y equals -3 over 2x plus 3. I sub in -3 over 2 times -4, treat it as over 1. Cancel, cancel. I got -6 plus 3 for -3. I made an error somewhere. Oh, +6 plus 3. +6 plus 3 for 9. So my corner here is at -4, 9. For corner B, I again have line 1, but here I have line 3. It is open. Now I got x equals -2 and y equals -3 over 2x plus 3. Y equals -3 over 2 times -2 over 1. I'm still doing work, buddy. I'm talking to my students still.
I think you're coloring your computer.
Yes, I'm coloring my computer. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit, buddy.
Daddy's coloring his
Daddy is coloring his computer. Equals 6. So I have the point -2, 6. Alright, 2 more corners to find. Corner C. I got line 3 and 2. I have an open circle. I got y equals 1/2 x plus 2. And I got, in this situation, x equals -2. 1/2 times -2 plus 2, -1 plus 2 equals 1, -2, 1. Last but not least, line 4 and 2. This is a closed corner. I got x equals, x equals -4. And y equals 1/2 x plus 2. 1/2 times -4 plus 2. -2 plus 2 equals 0. My corner is at -4, 0. All right, so again, at the moment, this doesn't have much meaning to us, but as we work through this unit, it'll mean more. So right now, the answer to the system is the graph and shade. These corners, they're essential for what's coming next. All right, jump into the next thing I want to work on today. Lesson worksheet 5, going backwards. So here, looking at inequalities, finding the inequalities that match the shape that we have. So if we look at this problem 2, I have 2 points. My points here are, I got 0, negative 3, and I have negative 8, negative 2. So to find the equation of line, I gotta find my slope first. Negative 3 minus negative 2 over 0 minus negative 8, which gives me negative 1 over 8 as my slope. To make my equation, obviously I know the y-intercept, but I could use the other one, but we're going to use point slope. Y plus 2 equals negative 1 over 8, x plus 8, y plus 2 equals negative 1/8, x minus 1, y equals negative 1/8, x minus 3. Alright, there's our boundary line equation. But for the problem, we need an inequality. So I see solid line, and I'm shaded above. What does that mean? Y is greater than or equal to negative 1/8 x minus 3. And if you try, every point in here is going to make sense. If I plug in 0, 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 0 minus 3. That is 100% true. So if I look at problem 4, I'm not going to do all these. They all got the same kind of idea. I got my points. I got negative 5, 0. I got negative 6, 5. 5 minus 0 over negative 6 minus negative 5. 5 over negative 1. My slope here is negative 5. Y minus 5 equals negative 5. X plus 6. Y minus 5 equals negative 5x minus 30. Y equals negative 5x minus 25. Alright, what do I got here? I got below and I got dotted. So what does that mean? Y is less than negative 5x minus 25. And as we work through this, understand that there could be more and more and more inequalities that come into play. So if we look at example 7, one of my lines has points of 0, negative 3, and it looks like 3, 0. So I'm saying that's that line. So my slope, negative 3 minus 0, 0 minus 3, negative 3 over negative 3 equals 1. I see my y-intercept is negative 3, so my line is y equals x minus 3. Right, but what do I have here? I'm going above it, and it's dotted. Y is greater than x minus 3. For my second line, I again have the point 3, 0, but here I have the point 5, negative 2. 0 minus negative 2 over 3 minus 5 equals, in this case, 2 over negative 2 equals negative 1. So I can do my point slope. Y minus 0 equals negative 1, x minus 3. Y equals negative 1x plus 3. Alright, what do I got now? Above and dotted. Y is greater than negative x plus 3. And that's all we're doing here. We're finding inequalities. We're writing them out. The system that best represents problem 7 is the two inequalities. Y is greater than x minus 3 and y is greater than negative x plus 3. That's the answer. Alright, so all the other ones, the answer key's up on Google. Take a look, work on your homework, and I shall see you all Wednesday.